presenting the adventures of Jungle Jim. Last week, Lynn Chalmers and Kolo, having captured Mamba, the native boy of Shanghai Lil, questioned him and found out that Jungle Jim and the Reverend were still alive. While they were getting ready to go to them, Mamba escaped and returned to Lil. She immediately started out in her plane to bring Lynn back as her maid of honor for her wedding to Jungle Jim. While this was going on, Jim, who had found a knife hidden in his dungeon, took turns with the Reverend Chalmers in attempting to cut a hole in the roof and escape. They were interrupted by Labat, who warned them that if Shanghai Lil would not have him, she would have no one. The thrilling adventures of Jungle Jim are pictured each Sunday in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The Comic Weekly, each page printed in full colors, is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. And now we continue our story. Shanghai Lil's big black seaplane circles the plantation and finally comes to rest on the ebony surface of the river.
Well, you're a fine one, Mamba. I ought to strip the hide off you. You told me the plane was ready.
Here, Wagam points right way, Missy. Engine no got cover on.
But the gasoline indicator was jammed. It's a good thing I saw it in time to turn back.
Mamba, look in tank, see engine water.
That's no way to see if the tank's filled up. You have to look at this indicator. See, come here.
Yes.
The way it's pointing now, the tank is supposed to be full. When it points there, the tank is empty.
No, Mamba see, Missy.
Well, remember that. And it was a good thing Missy saw the indicator was jammed, or we might not be here now.
Mamba, sorry, Missy.
Sorry we're here?
No, Missy, no, glad here. Sorry, Mamba no know about engine water.
Well, I'll have to pump some gasoline and fill the tank. But I could have sworn I told Labat to do it the other day when we came in. First, let's just have a look at this gas tank.
Yeah, what Missy find?
Why, that double-crossing rat. Labat's done this. Jammed the indicator to make the tank look full.
There you are, Missy.
So he is, over near the guest house. I'll fix him. Here, you fill up the tank, Mamba.
Yes, Missy.
I want to settle something with Labat. Labat, I want to talk to you. Labat, stop running or I'll shoot.
Go ahead, shoot. You know he's dead, Labat.
Why, that... Oh!
Stop luck, you ladyship. You missed. Would you care to take another chance? 10 shots for a quarter.
Shut up, Jim. You think you're funny, don't you?
Not as funny as you were ducking Labat's bullet.
You forget how you look standing there behind those bars. Well, I'll give you something to really laugh over. I found out where that brat of the Reverend's is. And Mamba and I are going after her.
Lily DeVril, if you harm my daughter,
Don't worry, Dr. Chalmers. She may know where she is, but you'll never find her. You can trust Kolo for that.
Mamba was captured by the girl and her native, but he got away. And now he's going to take me to that very spot. And when I come back, Jim, you and I are going to be married with the girl as my maid of honor.
No, never.
Don't let her get a rise out of you, Reverend. Shanghai Lil is only trying to throw a scare into you. She won't find Lynn, and there won't be any ceremony.
We'll see about that. I'm giving you fair warning, Reverend. The ceremony will be performed tonight. So you'd better practice up on the wedding service. Well, Mamba, isn't that tank filled yet?
Yes, Missy. Pull now.
All right. Get in. We'll start out again. And this time we'll not have to come back empty-handed.
Meanwhile, Lynn and Kolo discover the disappearance of Mamba.
It's all your fault Mamba got away, Kolo. I asked you if you were sure he was tied up securely.
Me tie him up, Missy. No think he get away.
Well, he did.
Better we go a long trail. Better we know here when bad woman come catch him as prisoner.
Oh, will she come after us, Kolo?
Yes, see, Missy. Mamba him tell her where find us. Bring her back here. Better we go a long trail. Sun no keep eye open for long now. I belong sun, him like sleep. Then I belong moon, him wake up.
You mean it will soon be dark, and we better get along the trail as far as we can.
Yes, see, Missy. Kolu carry pack. Missy, carry gun.
All right. Here, I'll help you get that on your back. There we are.
Listen, Missy.
What is it? Plane?
Air canoe, Missy.
Whose can it be down here?
Bad woman.
The Batwoman? Are you sure?
Yes, see, Missy. Bad woman have air canoe. Like big black bat. She fly through air quick. Now she fly to catch a mouse.
Well, what will we do, Kolu? She's bound to see us.
Lie down, Missy. Lie down in bush. Cover you with leaves. Bad woman no see us. Hurry.
Camouflage ourselves with leaves. Oh, that's a good idea, Kolu. Here goes.
Missy, no move. No yell.
I'll try not to, Kolu.
No speak now. Bad woman, come.
There wasn't any sign of him along the trail, member, and we couldn't see any sign of a camp either. Are you sure this was the place they captured you?
Yes, see, Missy. Me pull Wagam on beach. Here, see?
Yes, I see the mark in the sand. Well, let's look around a bit. Maybe they're hiding in the brush just off the trail. They're sure to have heard my engine.
Yes, see, Missy.
You see him anywhere, member?
No, Missy. No, see.
I don't see any signs of him over this way. Where do you suppose they could be? Member, come here.
Yes, see, Missy. Me come.
I thought I saw something moving behind those leaves. Look, there. Come out from those leaves, whoever you are, or I'll shoot. All right, then. Now, if there was anybody there, I think that settled them. Come on back to the plane, member. We must get back to the plantation before dark.
Yes, see, Missy.
While Shanghai Lil and Mamba are away, Jacques Labat breaks into the plantation house.
Who that? Who? Oh, you, Niji.
Yes, it was.
I don't think anyone here in the plantation house. What you do here? What's the matter? Why you no answer, eh? What you try for to hide? Ho, the wedding veil.
Yes, it was.
So, Shanghai Lil, she is going for to wear that when she marry with Zhang Lejim, eh?
Yes, it was.
By God, I fix that. Give me that veil.
You don't want. No.
Give me that, or
You
else
don't want. Missy, no lie.
Wait, Mijay. Never you mind about that veil. Shanghai Lil, she will wear that veil when she marry with me. Go ahead, put it away.
Yes, it was.
And listen to me. You forget you saw me around here, Niji. You savvy?
Yes, it was.
You come here to get the paper Shanghai Lil promised me, see? I just look around. They ought to be here someplace. Not there, not here. Now, where she keep those papers, eh? There must be someplace these room. Shanghai Lil's airplane. She's come back. I get out these windows, but I will come back. And you, Niji, you no tell Lily, or I kill you.
Throw that canvas over the engine, Mamba. It's getting dark. I'd better go into the house and get dressed for the ceremony.
Yes, see, Missy.
Niji! Niji, you black witch, where are you?
Here, Missy.
Bring a lantern in here. What's the matter with you? What are you trembling for?
Yes, Missy.
Yes, Missy. That's about all you can say. Well, stop standing there as though you saw a ghost. Get my wedding outfit together.
Yes, Missy.
Hello, Lily.
The boss. Put that gun down, you fool.
Oh, no. Not until you say you will marry with me, Jacques Labat.
I've told you once I wouldn't marry you if you were the last man on earth.
Mais oui. That's what you say when you boss. Now, Jacques Labat, boss.
Put that gun down and get away from that window. I told you once what I'd do if I saw you again, and I mean it. I'll kill you the first chance I get.
You no get chance for to do anything but marry with me.
Ah!
If you say no this time, I shoot your head off. Well, what you say, Lily? What you going for do?
What am I going to do? Just this. Where's that Labar?
Him shoot through window, then run off into bush, missy.
The double-dyed rat. Neji, bring another lantern. And you get the boys together and bring my bashful bridegroom here to me. I'm going to get this wedding over with before anything else happens.
Meanwhile, down in the guest house, Jim and the Reverend discussed the situation.
I wish we could figure it out, Reverend. First we hear that plane come back, and then we hear shots.
Oh, it's terrible being locked in here and not able to go and see what happened up there at the plantation house. I wonder if she brought Lynn back with her.
That's what I'd like to know. And what was all that shooting about? Who shot who?
Jim, listen. Drums.
Something's going to happen, Doctor. Probably this is the beginning of the wedding ceremony.
You must be right, Jim. Look, Rumber and 2 natives coming with torches. They are coming for us, Jim.
I got the knife right here. Let him come, Reverend. You stand on one side of the door. I'll stand on the other. When they open it, rush them.
Right, old Jim.
Steady, William. The open door.
As the door is opened, the prisoners hurl themselves upon their captors.
Now, I'm with you.
Surprised, the natives are almost overcome. Then Mamba's order brings them to life.
Walyo, no hurt mission, Tuan.
A rifle butt bears Jim to the ground.
Me take mission, Tuan. Sensei, Walyo, bring Tuan Jim.
The unconscious form of Jungle Jim is dragged, and Dr. Chalmers is led between the rows of chanting natives to an improvised altar lit by a crackling fire in which irons are being heated white hot. Dressed in her finest, with her veil billowing around her, stands Shanghai Lil, awaiting their arrival.
Silence! Put the Reverend up on the altar, boys.
Mission, Tuan, go there.
Well, Lily DeVril, and what do you expect to gain by this?
I said you'd marry Jungle Jim and me tonight, didn't I, Reverend?
Yes.
Well, we're ready. And my boys are ready with those white-hot irons. You may proceed with the ceremony, Reverend Doctor. Or else.
Will nothing prevent Shanghai Lil from forcing the Reverend Chalmers to unite her with Jungle Jim? In the Comic Weekly, you will find full-color action pictures of the scene you have just heard dramatized. The Comic Weekly is distributed with your Hearst Sunday newspaper everywhere. The big Comic Weekly with all of the famous characters of the world of color pictures. Laugh with Bringing Up Father, chuckle with Skippy, and roar at the antics of the Little King. There is also Barney Google, Toots and Casper, Flash Gordon, and the Katzenjammer Kids. For humor, entertainment, and thrills, read the Comic Weekly. And don't forget our date at the same time next week for a continuation of the adventures of Jungle Jim. Presenting the adventures of Jungle Jim. Last week, Shanghai Lil made a second attempt to capture Lynn Chalmers, but Kolo and the girl heard the Batwoman's plane and hid in some leaves. Lil started a search, but unable to find them, she returned to the plantation, where she was surprised by Jacques Labat, who covered her with his gun through an open window and tried to make her consent to marry him. But Lil shot at the love-maddened French-Canadian who escaped in the bush. Then she sent her boys to bring Jungle Jim and the Reverend Chalmers to the altar. Jim offered resistance but was knocked out and dragged before the Batwoman, who ordered the Reverend to proceed with the ceremony. The thrilling adventures of Jungle Jim are pictured each Sunday in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. For Comic Weekly, each page printed in full colors is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. And now we continue our story. Dressed in her bridal outfit with yards of mosquito netting draped as a flowing veil, Shanghai Lil stands before a jungle altar. A native supports the unconscious form of Jungle Jim beside her. On the altar is the Reverend Chalmers, two natives standing over him with red-hot irons.
Well, Reverend, start reading the wilt thous.
I will not go through with this, Lily DeVille.
Put on a new record and change the needle, Parson. I'm tired of that song.
Call it a song if you like. The theme will remain the same. I will not marry you to my friend Jungle Jim.
Doctor, I've left you alone for quite some time. Longer than I originally intended. And longer than I should have. I can see that. I find your vacation has made you even more stubborn.
You are quite right. The way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord.
Don't start those quotations again. I hate those smug sayings.
Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth the reproof shall die.
Enough of this. Get your little black book open and start reading the wedding service.
If I were to speak with the tongues of the angels, or in all the languages of the earth, Lily DeVille, could I never make you understand that I will not marry you to Jungle Jim?
You won't, eh?
No.
Member?
Yes, sir, Missy.
Maybe that iron you're holding is cooled down during this parley. Get another out of the fire.
Yes, sir, Missy.
Ah, that's better. See that nice white-hot glow, Parson?
Yes, I see it.
Now listen to me. You'll marry Jim and me, or you'll never read another wedding service.
Even if I wanted to marry you, it's physically impossible.
What do you mean?
I am forbidden to marry anyone who is unable to make the responses. The man you call your bridegroom is unconscious. He must be in full possession of his faculties before any ceremony can take place.
On the level, Parson?
This marriage would not be legal.
Maybe you're right. I never thought of that. Thanks for the tip, Reverend. We'll just wait until Jim recovers his senses. But when he does, you'll read that service, or my man will use that white-hot iron, and you'll never read anything.
While the forced wedding is going on, Jacques Labat, who fled after exchanging shots with Shanghai Lil, is celebrating his triumph in the hut of an old trader.
Oui, by God. I tell you, Adolphe, I have fixed that Lily. She make fool of Jacques Labat for the last time.
Good for you, my friend. You are a man. Have another drink.
Oui, merci.
Continue, my friend. I'm anxious to hear what happened.
Well, and then, Adolphe, I ask her what she going for to do. What you think? What?
She say she won't marry you.
No, you are all wrong. She no say nothing. She knock over the lantern and start shooting.
You leave her.
Me? I emptied the gun into the dark house. Then I dropped to the ground and run into the bush and come here.
So, you think you killed the Batwoman, nicht wahr?
Mais oui. C'est ça. I emptied my gun into the house. All is quiet. I hear nothing as I run away. I fixed that Lily. No more she make fool of me, Jacques Labat.
That was a nice story, my friend. I am no friend to that Batwoman. I wish you had killed her.
What that you say? You wish I have. I tell you, Lily is dead. I shoot her myself with this gun.
You shoot at her, yeah, but you don't kill her.
How you know?
One of my native boys tells me he hears the drums announcing the start of the wedding ceremony.
When you hear that?
Just a little while ago.
Give me another drink, Adolphe. So that Lily, she have try make fool of Jacques Labat again, eh? She try for play possum, by God. Give me that rifle and some bullet. This time I fix her for sure.
Meanwhile, back at the island hideout of Lynn Chalmers and Kolo, our two friends are making their way to the plantation to rescue Jungle Jim.
Kolo, you have no idea how I felt when I heard the Batwoman say she would fire if we didn't come out of our hiding place.
Yes, Missy. Kolo, no. Me feel same way.
I had a terrible time keeping from jumping out of the leaves. And then I heard the shot, and I thought she must have seen you.
Yes, Missy. Kolo think she shoot Missy.
Well, thank heaven for that bird that got caught in the weeds. It lost its life, but it saved ours.
Yes, Missy. Now we go save Mission Tuan Jim.
Yes. Oh, I hope we get there in time. Jim mustn't marry that woman. He mustn't. She's too good looking.
Yes, Missy. Tuan Jim, him better marry Missy.
I'm sure you mean that as a compliment, Kolo.
Yes, Missy.
The Batwoman is much younger than I expected. Maybe Jim doesn't want to be rescued.
Oh. Yes, Missy. Him no like Batwoman. Better we go save him.
You ought to know, Kolo. All right. If you're sure Jim couldn't be in love with the Batwoman, we'll go and rescue him. And Dad.
Yes, Missy. Oh, look. Tall rock. Him stick up in air. Kolo climb up. Look, see.
Yes, do. Maybe you can see where we are, Kolo.
Yes, Missy. Me. Take, look, see, and tell.
Well, what do you see?
Me see home of Batwoman. Something happened there. Fire. Much people stand around.
That must be the wedding ceremony. Oh, let's hurry, Kolo.
Yes, Missy. Yes, Missy. Missy, you hear?
Someone's coming along the trail behind us. Who can it be?
Missy, no be afraid. Stay here. Kolo hide. When Tuan go by, Kolo stand at him, back with rifle. Missy, no be afraid.
All right, Kolo. I'll try not to be.
Who's that? Lily?
Please don't shoot. I'm Lynn Chalmers.
Oh, my God. Lynn Chalmers, the daughter of the padre, eh? Well, what you know about that?
Who are you?
Me, Jack Labat.
Then you're the Batwoman's man. You killed that boy back at O'Flynn's cafe.
Wait, how you know that? By God, I know see you before in all my life. And you know about Jack Labat? Me, I must be well-known fella, huh?
So I understand. You're terribly popular with the police.
Mais oui. They always asking me come over see them sometime.
What are you doing here, Labat?
I have little business finish up.
What kind of business?
Shanghai Lil, she want for the padre to make marriage with her and Jungle Jim. I go see about that.
Oh, no, you don't. Keep your rifle pointed at him, Kolo.
Yes, Missy. What happened here?
You're our prisoner, Labat.
Prisoner for why?
Kolo and I are on our way to see about that wedding, too. And we aren't going to let you interfere without breaking it up.
You break it up. By God, that one funny thing.
You won't think it's so funny when you see us stop the Batwoman from marrying Jim.
Listen, mademoiselle, you no understand. Jacques Labat no gone for to help Lily marry with Jungle Jim. Me, I go for see she no marry with him.
What?
For a long time I work for that Shanghai Lil. I do everything she tell me for do. I love her.
You love the Batwoman?
Mais oui, why not? I am man, n'est-ce pas? For a long time I loved that Lily. Then she see these young regime. Now she get married with him and I go for put hand to the whole business.
How are you going to do that?
You see this rifle? It is what you call high power. It will hit the target from a long distance, n'est-ce pas? Oui. So when Jacques Labat get near enough to get him at that devil Shanghai Lil, we're going for to squeeze this trigger and kill her.
Meanwhile, back at the Weird Altar, Jungle Jim has recovered consciousness, and Lil tries once more to get the wedding underway.
Silence! Well, Well, Jim, can you stand up alone now?
Yes, I'm all right.
Don't be too hasty about recovering, Jim. Take your time.
Huh? What do you mean?
Shut your face, Reverend. Save your voice for the reading of the service.
Service? Are we married?
Not yet, Jim. You were unconscious, and I refused to perform the ceremony until you had full possession of your senses.
Jim's all right now, my dear Dr. Chalmers, so let's go.
But he has no intention of marrying you, Lily de Brille. And I cannot marry two people unless both are willing to be united in holy matrimony.
What? Stalling again, are you? Well, you, remember, let your white-hot irons do a little persuading.
No, wait. Don't torture the Reverend. I'll marry you.
Well, you've really waked up, haven't you, Jim?
Jim, what are you saying?
You heard him, Parson. He says he'll marry me.
I can't let you suffer on my account, Dr. Chalmers. And this woman is capable of doing anything to accomplish her desires.
Oh, Jim, you can't be yourself. You don't know what you're saying.
Oh, yes, he does, and so do you, Reverend. Now, quit stalling. You're going to marry her tonight, so you might as well begin while you've still got your health.
I know what I'm doing, Reverend. It's all right. Doesn't matter what happens to me. Why, I haven't a relative in the world. But you have Lynn to think of. Lil,
Yes?
if you'll let the Reverend go free, I'll go through with this wedding.
That's all I want of the Reverend, the reading of the service. The minute he pronounces us man and wife, he can walk away from here a free man.
You hear, Reverend? Lil has promised to set you free. Go ahead with the words of liberty.
Liberty for me. Lifelong captivity for you, Jim.
I'll take that chance, Reverend, as long as you are free and unharmed.
Big-hearted Jim, the Sir Galahad of the jungle. Come on, Reverend, start reading.
Oh, very well. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the sight of God and in the face of this company to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony, which is commended in Holy Scripture to be honorable among men, and therefore not to be entered into unadvisedly or lightly, but reverently, discreetly, and soberly in the fear of God. Into this holy estate, these two persons present come now to be joined. If any man can show just cause why they may not lawfully be joined together, let him speak now, or forever hold his peace. Jungle Jim, wilt thou have this woman to thy wedded wife?
I will.
Lily de Brille, wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband?
Oh!
Reverend, Shanghai Lil, she's been shot.
Did Jacques Labat finally succeed in his revenge and murder Shanghai Lil? These thrilling adventures of Jungle Jim are dramatized from a scene in the Comic Weekly, the world's foremost supplement of humor and adventure. The big full-color Comic Weekly, which is distributed with your Hearst Sunday newspaper everywhere. In the Comic Weekly, you will find all the famous characters of the world of color pictures. You can laugh with Skippy, chuckle with Bringing Up Father, and roar at the antics of the Little King. And there's Toots and Casper, Barney Google, Flash Gordon, and the Katzenjammer Kids, and many, many others. Don't forget our date next week, same time, same station, for a continuation of the adventures of Jungle Jim. Presenting the adventures of Jungle Jim. Last week, Jacques Labat, who was confident that he had killed Shanghai Lil in their gun duel in the dark, learned to his chagrin that she was still alive and proceeding with her plans to marry Jungle Jim. Securing a high-powered rifle, he started out to put an end to the Batwoman. Meanwhile, at the jungle altar, the Reverend Chalmers tried one excuse after another to keep from reading the words which would unite Jim and Shanghai Lil. Finally, he was forced by white-hot irons held over him to start the ceremony. With the weird native chants and tom-toms as a background for the Christian service, Jim made his marriage responses. But just as Lil was about to make hers, a shot rang out and she fell, wounded, to the ground. The thrilling adventures of Jungle Jim are pictured each Sunday in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The Comic Weekly, each page printed in full colors, is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. And now we continue our story. All is confusion around the altar as the Batwoman falls to the ground.
Reverend, Shanghai Lil, she's been shot.
Is she dead, Jim?
No, she's still breathing. We must get her up to the big house. Here, Mamba, Walyo. Drop those irons and pick up your mistress.
Yes, Ituan. Walyo. Kakun Gabos Mango
One of you other boys run ahead of us and tell our house girl to make her bed ready for her. And fetch me some hot water and some cloth for bandages. Come on, Reverend. We'll have to do what we can for her. These native doctors don't know anything.
Well, Jim, I guess that cancels the wedding.
Permanently.
I tried to delay it as long as possible myself, but you insisted on recovering most miraculously.
I was still groggy, Doctor.
Yes, I know.
I didn't realize I was supposed to play up to you. I couldn't very well get sick after I said I was all right.
No, but I didn't expect you to agree to the ceremony. That certainly did surprise me. It left me without a leg to stand on.
Reverend, at that moment, neither of us had a leg to stand on. This little lady was through making threats. She intended having that ceremony performed. Watch out there, Mamba. Don't drop her.
Yes, Ituan.
Yes, sir, Reverend. Lil was really going to give orders to have those hot irons used on you.
I know she was, Jim.
Oh, you're a great guy, Reverend. The finest I've ever met. I want you to know that. Whatever happens, I'll never forget you, sir. Never.
Thank you, Jim.
Hold your missy's head up, Walyo, you fool.
Yes, Ituan.
But I don't see why you should be willing to go through all this torture for me, Reverend.
I'm a man of principle. I live my life by my principles, Jim. But I don't mind admitting there was a personal as well as a spiritual feeling in the stand I took. There aren't many men like you down here, Jim.
Oh, come now, Reverend.
No, that's true. And that's the trouble with this country around here. Both the natives and the decent white people of the jungle could stand a few more like you.
I don't know about that, Reverend. All I know is that I like to see everything clean and above board. And everybody, no matter what the race, the creed, or color, getting a square deal.
I wish everybody lived that way. What a place this world would soon be.
Here we are. Easy now, boys. Up the stairs. I'll open the door for you. Bring her right in here, boys.
Missy, what happened?
Stop standing there gawking, girl. Have you the missy's bed ready?
Yes, it was their bed.
All right, boys. Lay her down easy. Easy now.
Oh.
Now beat it. Get out of here.
Yes, Ituan.
Where's the water and basins, girl? Get him.
Yes, it was.
Ever been a nurse, Reverend?
Jim, during the war, a chaplain was everything.
Good. You can help me while I play doctor.
Right.
Here, what it was.
Okay, girl. Set him down and get the missy's clothes off and get her into bed. We'll wait on the veranda. Call us as soon as you've finished, and then we'll dress her wound.
Yes, it was. Me fix.
As I was saying, Jim, there aren't many men like you. I'm glad I was prevented from pronouncing the fatal words that would have bound you legally to that wicked woman in there.
Well, my agreeing to go on with the ceremony wasn't as serious as you thought, Reverend. I planned on checking out of here myself at the very first opportunity. I think I could have been freed from Shanghai Lil in any law court in the world.
No doubt, Jim. But thank Providence you were spared the trouble. Who do you suppose our delivering angel was? Who shot the Batwoman?
I'm not sure myself, Reverend. But Jacques Labat was the only one jealous enough to do it.
Missy ready it was.
Okay, girl. Come along, Reverend. Let's see what we can do for Shanghai Lil.
Meanwhile, out on the jungle trail, three people stand gazing toward the flickering altar fires. They are Lynn Chalmers, Kolo, and Jacques Labat.
Ah, what I tell you, This time I fix that Shanghai Lil for good.
You must have struck her. I saw someone all dressed in white fall to the ground.
Yes, it's one. Kolu, see Batwoman fall down.
Sacre bleu. You bet you my life, Lily, fall down. She get a power bullet right through the head.
How terrible.
Terrible for why? It is all over for you know what happened. It better for die like that than know you're going to die.
Yes, I guess you're right, Labar. But you didn't have to kill her. You might just have wounded her, and that would have stopped the ceremony just as well.
What you talk? If I no kill her this time, she get better. She go through the ceremony again. Better for kill her now and finish the job.
Her bad woman. Better she die.
Say, sir, by God, you say the truth, boy.
She was the person behind this new religion, wasn't she?
Oui. Lily, she make all that hot. I got 400 for that. She put on one big show here. All dressed up like big black bat when she make the mumbo-jumbo. By God, me, Jacques Labat, never seen nothing like that. No place.
And now there won't be any more bat religion.
No more mumbo-jumbo. Lily and me, we run that. Now, Lily, she's dead.
You say you and the Batwoman ran the fake religion.
We.
You're still alive. Aren't you going to keep it up?
No, I don't care about that. I only do it for Lily. You.
Yes, it's one.
You can spread the word that the Batwoman is dead. There is no more Damballa. No more master of the sky, master of the earth. Just one God, le bon Dieu. The Padre talk about.
Kolu, no believe, but woman. Kolu believe. Big fella, master on top, in sky.
Big fella master on top in the sky. By God, I wonder what it's like up there. I wonder if Lily, she up there.
If she honestly repented of her sins, she will be, Labar.
You believe that?
Yes, I do.
If Jacques Labar repent, he go up there?
Yes.
Then, by God, I repent. I'm sorry for everything I do in this whole world. I'm sorry I killed Lily. Lily, I love you. I love you. What I do now without you. I must see Lily again. By God, I go where she is. Lily! Lily!
Back at the plantation house, the operation has been completed.
There. Boy, that was a close one, Reverend. The bullet got her in the neck. Just missed the jugular vein. But she'll be out of danger now.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I don't like to see people die violent deaths. God will call us to judgment in his own good time.
I'll just wash up and then give the native girl instructions for the care of Lil here. Get our stuff, Reverend. We're leaving this place.
Right you are. I'll collect our things.
Send that girl in here, will you?
Right.
Come in here, my girl. You'll have to take care of Missy.
Come here, girl.
Yes, it won.
Now, every day, you put a clean cloth around Missy's neck, savvy?
Yes, it won.
And put some of this medicine on the wound.
Yes, it won.
Be sure you do that, or your Missy will die.
Oh,
She must be coming out of it.
What happened? Niji.
Yes,
What happened? Oh, where's Jim?
I'm right here.
Oh,
Take it easy, Lil. You've got a rather nasty wound in your neck.
wound.
Yes. Someone took a shot at you during the wedding ceremony.
Are we married?
We are not. That bullet hit you just in time to prevent it.
Labar.
That's the horse I put my money on, too, Lil. I never liked him any too well up to now. But if he's the boy who saved me from you, I owe him a vote of thanks.
We'll be married as soon as I get well, Jim.
Oh, no, we won't. Those days are gone forever. I'm number one man here now, Shanghai Lil. And what I say goes. And I say I'm pulling freight out of here right now.
Wait until I get better, Jim, and I'll go with you.
No thanks. I'm not waiting for anything.
Can't you see? I love you. Don't leave me, Jim. I need you.
Save that for the next victim, Lil. You and I are quits.
Jim, you must listen to me. You must believe me when I tell you this. I love you. I really do. I've loved you ever since we met that day in a Flynn's cafe. I made up my mind then that I'd make you marry me.
You tried hard enough. I'll say that for you.
I tried the only way I knew, by force. I know now that was the wrong way to go at it. From now on, I'll make you fall in love with me. Then we'll be married.
I'm not the marrying kind, Lil. You're stalking the wrong game.
Someday you'll marry me, Jim.
Pretty sure of me, aren't you?
I'm sure of myself.
Well, you'd better stop talking now and get some sleep. You lost plenty of blood.
Who dressed my throat? You?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Jim.
Forget it. You get some shut-eye and get your strength back. I've given your girl instructions about the dressing. She'll take care of you from now on.
You'll be gone when I wake up?
If all goes according to Hoyle.
Jim, will you forgive me for everything that's happened here?
Sure, why not? My friend Dr. Chalmers is free again. I guess you couldn't help acting like you did. Well, goodbye, Lily DeVril.
Let's not say goodbye, Jim. Let's make it au revoir. Because I'll be seeing you around.
After collecting their things, Jungle Jim and the Reverend Chalmers leave the Batwoman's plantation and start out into the hills looking for Lynn and Kolo.
Well, Jim, we're free of the Batwoman at last.
Yes, Reverend. All we have to do now is find your daughter and Kolu.
Yes, I hope they're all right.
Well, Reverend, look. Here comes someone.
It looks like Lynn.
It is. And there's Kolu.
Yeah.
Kolu!
Tuan Jim, you all right?
You bet I'm all right.
Oh, Daddy, I was afraid I'd never see you again.
Oh, Lynn, my daughter, my little girl, how I missed you.
Gosh, Kolu, I'm glad to see you. And you too, Lynn.
We're both glad to see you, Jim.
Tuan Jim, we see man shoot Batwoman.
It was Jacques Labat.
What did I tell you, Reverend? Where is he now, Lynn?
Me show you, Tuan Jim. Him shoot Batwoman.
And then he confessed about that fake religion, Dad. And then...
Him jump over a cliff. Him dead.
May God have mercy on him.
Well, that's the end of Jacques Labat.
And the Batwoman, Jim. Thank heaven she's out of the way.
No, you're wrong, my dear. Lily DeVril is still alive.
What?
That's right, Lynn. I said goodbye to her just before we left.
Then we aren't rid of her yet.
I don't know about you and your father, but Lil promised to see me again sometime.
And you're going to let her?
Not if I see her first.
Now that Jungle Jim has escaped from the clutches of the Batwoman, what great new adventure is in store for him? These adventures of Jungle Jim are dramatized from scenes pictured in full-color action pictures in the Comic Weekly, the big Comic Weekly which is distributed with your Hearst Sunday newspaper everywhere. In the delightfully interesting and humorous Comic Weekly, you will find all of the famous people who live in the world of color pictures, the amusing antics of the Little King, the adventures of Skippy, the troubles of bringing up father. There's also Barney Google, the Katzenjammer Kids, Toots and Casper, Flash Gordon, and many, many others. Don't forget our date next week, the same time, same station, for a continuation of the adventures of Jungle Jim.